Very good.
I want to ask you about the offensive, not y'all's offensive lines. What have you seen from them as far as grow and kind of get things figured out around here?
I feel like they get better week by week. It's kind of hard. Like when you go back and look from what Missouri did last week, they kind of set the house on us a little bit, so it's kind of hard to block 8 and 5. So I feel like they do get better by the week, but they're still a talented group.
So the Missouri games, from your perspective, is it one of those things where you just kind of tip your hat to what Missouri did? Is that kind of what you think?
Yeah, they definitely put us in some weird situations, picking up things, and I feel like they schemed it very well. Hats off to them.
Was it more what they did versus how you performed? Kirby talked about after the game, some guys just got whipped, and then other times we were watching the film and we're like, well, there's a guy, one more guy than they have. So if you went back and watched it, what did you see?
I went back and watched. It was literally we got out schemed in some aspects a little bit. That's what we came in and talked about at halftime. It was just like we got to go back, we got to go out and run the ball. We got to find that identity again in the second half. And that's what we went out and did. We just kept fighting the whole second half. And you see what the outcome was finished.
What was the mentality on those last two drives?
Defense or offense?
Offense.
Honestly, just trying to get the ball in the end zone, trying to score. From the defense, 3 and out, get the offense the ball back. I know I told every offensive lineman that from me personally, I was like, we're gonna get y'all the ball back in 3 to 4 plays, and y'all go back and score. So we did, and we scored. Was able to shut the game out.
Chris Smith talks all the time about going to the doctor, fixing things. What can y'all do as a defense to try to, go to the doctor after this tough performance? And then forward?
Literally just fix some things that we may have busted on, fix some covers we made a play wrong, some runs we may have faded wrong. Just literally just go back and find out things that teams might copycat on, we can improve on and build on for the next week.
How's Jalen doing emotionally? Obviously, this was a big year for him, and first there's an ankle, now there was the knee, and how are you guys responding to that as a D-line room? You kind of star dude out.
He's still in great spirits. He's still the guy that walking around laughing, having fun. So when you see that from a guy that possibly kind of got some time taken away from a game, he's taking it very well. He's still in a great mindset, great headspace.
What's the biggest adjustment the rest of the defensive linemen have to make now with him out of the lineup?
I don't think it's a big adjustment. We just got to go play. We got to go. One guy may have to play a little bit more than he's been able to, used to, but that's nothing we can't.
Now, one of those guys y'all think you're talking about is probably Bear. We've seen him get, especially last week, a lot more reps. Kind of, is he bringing? How quickly is he learning?
He's learning very fast. Still a freshman a little bit, so he definitely has time to learn. When he knows what he's doing, and he can be as disruptive as Jalen is sometimes. So when he finds out the defense and learns the defense a little bit more, he's going to be really good.
Schematically, does Jalen being out change for any of you guys? Like, do you select some period, or is it just kind of put in Bear and roll with it?
We just plug in different guys, next man up. That's kind of the thing that the defense and the team as a whole kind of has adopted. When one guy goes down, the next guy got to be ready to play.
How confident are you in this group being able to do that without, kind of playmaker that Jalen is?
I'm still confident in every guy in my room, from me to Warren to Bear to Nas, Bill, Tyrion, all those guys. I'm confident in everybody.
Did you watch the film of the play Jalen got injured? Do you think that was a chop block?
Personally, I might be biased when I say this, but yes. We can't really go back and do anything about it now. It's kind of thing we can't really control. Yeah, just got to keep playing.
How as players are talking, defensive linemen, can you prepare yourself to be chop blocked, to be cut like that? Anything at all y'all can do in preparation?
Just stay attached to the guy that you're shaded on, the guy that you're head up on. Just play down the line. Just kind of one of those things that kind of happen, I feel like it was a dirty play a little bit.
We saw Tyke Smith around the ball a lot. Can you kind of assess Tyke Smith's shooting? He got his first start, and he seemed to be everywhere.
Oh yeah, he's a ball hog, man. Before Tyke messed his knee up, like we seen flashes of it. The first when he got here last year, before he got hurt with his foot. And he loves to be around the ball. He's a guy that punches the ball out. He gets turnovers. So it was great to see him in that starting position.
We also saw Demonte Johnson kind of, he's only 5 games in as a starter, but he was talking some guys up, so you kind of grow up before eyes. They also missed on some big tackles. When we go back and watch the film and being on the sideline, what can you tell us about Demonte Johnson?
He's a big time leader. I think Coach Shue prepares his guys in that room to be those leaders when it's time, when it's that time. So I think that was just his time to speak up and really be vocal, and I think he took it and ran with it.
What do you say about it?
I wasn't around him, so I don't know. I was not around him when he made that comment, so I don't know.
What does it say about a guy that's a sophomore just like that, already doing that, you know, as he mentioned, 5 games in his career? What does that say about, you know, this team? A lot of people have said, you know, maybe they don't have as many leaders as they did last year, but when you got a sophomore doing that, what does that say to you?
It just goes to show like the way we prepared, like the way that we're coached, the way that, like it's a player-led team. Like even like in our workouts yesterday, we had the coaches leave and we sat down as a team. We're like, hey, we got some stuff to fix before we go into this next week. So we just gotta keep putting our best foot forward.
Is that kind of like everybody knew y'all were going to be younger this year, and then you come out of the gates, drop off. The last 2 weeks a little bit kind of a reminder of reality.
No, I still feel like we have everything in front of us. I mean, when you go back and actually look at the game, we really only lost on 2 plays. I think it was the end around and then the big play that Malachi stopped him on the goal line. Everything else was field goals. So I feel like we beat ourselves in aspects of the game.
But did in any way the way y'all started, like lull anybody in favor?
No, I trust my guys and I believe in my guys. We're gonna fight to the end. We're gonna fight to that last 0 for scoreboard. So no doubt came over me during that game.
What stands out about Tank Bigsby when you watch the film?
Tank, he's an explosive runner. He likes to get downhill. He can't make you miss. So we just gotta wrap him up and be ready to play.
What do you think this team learned about itself in a big night game, road environment, you guys are down? What do you think this team learned about itself in a game like this?
Say that one more time.
What do you think this team learned about itself facing some real adversity like you did last night?
It brought us closer together, man. We really showed that like we can when we're down, we can count on our guys, count on the guys beside us. I said it after the press conference after the game. Every guy that crossed that line on Saturday was a leader. He knew what we were going into. He knew we had to keep fighting. We had to keep chopping to the end. So I felt like everybody that played on Saturday that was around us was a leader.
How would you assess how the defensive line played as a whole against Missouri?
We could have played a lot better, but I feel like in ways of the game, they tried to take us out of it, wasn't getting us to run sideways and trying to run it downhill. So we definitely could have played a lot better in aspects of trying to knock the offensive lineman back and get it for no gain.
When a guy like Malachi, you know, makes that play like he did and runs down the running back to go. What kind of extra credit does that give him for his teammates to see a guy who's not going to give up on the play?
It just shows the type of player he is. He doesn't want to let, like, as a defense, we don't want anybody in our end zone. So with him showing that as a freshman, it puts things in perspective. Like this guy isn't going to let us wow it out. So.
Did you guys watch that play with film yet?
Yes, we have.
What was the kind of reaction when everybody, whenever he kind of?
I said he at least, if he didn't hit 22 miles per hour or something.
Yeah.
He's a fast kid.
Missouri a couple times got in the red zone and they had false start penalties. Is that something you guys work on? Maybe trying to get them to jump a little bit?
Not really. I think it's just an intimidation factor. I mean, I really don't know. Nothing was said, nothing was done, so I guess they were just a little scared. I don't know.
Time for 1 or 2 more?
Zion, with Auburn has a pretty dynamic quarterback in Robbie Ashford so far this year. What do you see from him, and what does that really do kind of leading into the preparation for this week, knowing that he can make plays on the ground and with his arm?
When you know somebody has a mobile quarterback, you just know you got to keep him in the trap, keep him in a box. Kind of like when teams play Kyler Murray in the NFL. They don't want to usually let him out of the pocket, try to tame him and trap him. You just got to do that early and often.
How do you guys prepare when you're 44-point favorites one week, 28-point favorites the next week, 29-point favorites next week? Is there any tendency to say, look, we got this in the bag already?
No. We say the hay is never in the barn until that ball's being kicked off the tee. Whatever time the kickoff is, you got to keep preparing for walkthroughs, to meetings, to everything. You got to keep getting better.
Okay, thanks everybody.